Okay, hi again everybody. The guy in the overalls here. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. I don't do too much political stuff, but this is one right here that I think is very important for each and every one of us to consider. To start the situation or the story off, I got an email from a friend of mine the other day that stated we need to pray for Mr. Obama, our president. And I thought, well, Lord have mercy, what's this? At any rate, upon observation or looking at the email, it showed a car with a bumper sticker, a picture. And it said the book of Psalms, the Old Testament Bible book of Psalms, chapter 109, verse 8. And I said there wasn't any other elaboration to it that I could see. So I got my Bible. And yes, sir, believe you or not, I do have one. Here it is right here, the good book itself. So what I proceeded to do and what I'll do now, I opened my Bible up to the Old Testament Bible book of Psalms, chapter 109, verse 8. And, you know, when I read this verse, I had to agree with it. You better believe I am praying very heftily for Mr. Obama. Bless his heart. That's another way of saying the dumbass. But at any rate, it says, let his days be few and let another take his office. So yes, sir, you had better believe I am praying for you, Mr. President. You know, and I'm going to add one more on that. And that's the Old Testament book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 3. And that verse says, he who guardeth his mouth guardeth his life, and he who openeth his lips wide shall have destruction. Mr. Obama, that doesn't only apply to yourself, but it applies to everybody up there in Washington, D.C. and the federal government. Run those mouths, and what you get is what you deserve. Well, folks, like I always say, be what you is, because if you be what you ain't, then you ain't what you is. But just remember, you can find stuff in the good book right here that might just tell you otherwise. Thank you, folks. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you seeing.